So, hot topic.
Hot topic in honor of Ram's absence. We're going to talk about
what he loves taking scoops and scoops of is
collagen.
Collagen, yeah.
Collagen. So, what are we thinking? There's a lot of viral content going on. A lot of people putting out their own supplements.
So, Lemmy's collagen in gummy form. The dosage in the gummy form is like, I don't know, it might be a toenail, half a toenail, something. It's very, very.
What do you need, like a whole foot worth of toenails?
Well, that video is saying like in 30 days things change for her. First of all, the dosage of that's not enough on there. That brand, the thing they did right was vitamin C, but anything that comes in gummy form, I'm quite skeptical about.
When you say vitamin C, like is vitamin C good in combination with collagen?
With collagen, because collagen's like the building block, and vitamin C helps kind of build those building blocks of collagen. So, and the combination they have there is good, but it's got very small amount of collagen, hydrolyzed collagen in there.
Okay.
So for that to have any effect at all, probably not. Anything in gummy form, I tell people to be quite skeptical about, because they usually are underpowered. They just taste good. It's great marketing. Who doesn't like taking gummies?
Yeah.
And who's going to take 2 gummies? You can take 4 or 6.
Just add sugar to it. Like you get somebody to take whatever if you just add sugar to it.
Yeah, they all got sugar in them.
Yeah, that's why everybody used to come to me in undergrad to make all their jungle juice.
Yeah,
they're like, this is great. What'd you put in it? It was like, oh, it's grain alcohol and Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
They're like, how do you know how the right amount to mix? I'm like, I just keep putting Kool-Aid in there until you can't taste the grain alcohol.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing they're going for.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Lemmy brand, not one that, like, I don't think it does anything. And beyond that, like, especially not in 30 days, like for you to see any changes with taking collagen, especially in your skin, it's going to take, 8 to 12 weeks of being on the supplement daily.
What would be the benefits of taking collagen?
So, some of the stuff they say is true. Some of the stuff they say is false.
Some of it's anecdotal. Stuff like people like
a lot of it
feel the benefits or something, but it's not statistically.
Yeah, most of the studies don't actually and they're run by the industry. Yeah. So, how much of it is true is unknown. So
you can say that about pretty much everything.
Yeah, but some things have like blinded studies that are done appropriately and not run by the industry. But a lot of the collagen stuff's run by industry, and they purport what they want. But I think a lot of it comes to hydration. I think it's overall hydration to your skin. So it does improve like the plumpness of your skin, but it does take the 12 weeks, and you got to take it daily. You got to take appropriate amounts and make sure it's like the form that you need to get it in is the hydrolyzed form. There's a lot of other kinds you could get, but the hydrolyzed, because the hydrolyzed form, your stomach can actually absorb through your gut lining. So
rather than breaking it down before it brings it in and then remakes it.
Yeah, so you're not going to actually remake the collagen. So your body's going to. So it's a good source of protein, and it's a supplement. And you can't say it's like directly going into your skincare. So, your body's going to use that.
That would be cool, though. Just ingesting it.
Your body's going to use that collagen the best way it can. So it could automatically, like, when you take it in, some of it's going to go to, like, building your skin, but a lot of it's going to be used to, like, whether your body needs it for energy or something else, it's going to get used up. And some of it does go into, like, building.
That video, she was pretty much saying the effects on her abs, I think, right?
Was she? Yeah, it doesn't do anything for the abs. It does. You don't build muscle. collagen's in everything.
But if it's a healthy diet supplemented with collagen, like, because you've said it before, collagen with it's heavy doses in bone broth.
Yeah. But even that, like when you read the studies and stuff, you can drink gallons and gallons of bone broth, but you're not going to absorb that collagen that's in there because it's not broken down for you to be able to digest it.
Do you absorb any of that?
You do, but it's very little amount, and it's not in the form that you need to for your skin.
Salt-free bone broth.
No, bone broth is good for you in other ways, but like you're not taking it for the collagen.
Okay. So collagens can be naturally created in your body.
Yeah.
So, and it requires like 3 amino acids, I believe. Collagen's a protein.
Glycine, yeah.
Correct. Are any of those proteins, amino acids, essential? Like, do you have to ingest anything?
No. It's none of the branch chains. Yeah.
So, just brings me to like, because I supplement with amino acids and collagen.
Yeah.
Like, am I just spending a lot on supplements? Because
I think overall, like I take it every day. I think it does improve your skin. I take the Thorn brand.
Yeah.
And that has other stuff for skin health as well, that are been well tested and
the Thorn
studied.
collagen blend or amino acid blend?
The Thorn collagen blend.
Do you take
and
the
also
amino acid complex?
I do. I put their amino complex, which is the 9 essential aminos that your body doesn't make, and you have to take it.
Do you feel at some points like a random thought today?
Yeah.
Because I take like 5-6 pills.
Yeah.
In the morning for a supplement.
Yeah.
And 5 powders.
Yeah.
And the 5 powders are put in the Yeti jug that we both have, just to make sure we stay hydrated and get all the essentials.
Yeah.
Do you think we're kind of like trying to put together whatever it took to originally like put life together on Earth?
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is like just sprinkle some more of that on there.
Yeah.
Make one
your body
grow into
depletes
2.
this or that after, and then that's the thing with collagen too, so your body begins to, decrease collagen after you're 20 and you're in mid-20s, and then by 30
decrease production.
Yeah, and by 30 you're like losing about 1% collagen per year.
Okay.
In your system, and you could
do
things to speed that up. And do you know what those are?
So I don't. But what you're describing is stagflation of my collagen from recent tariffs.
So smoking, eating sugar, eating poorly, UV radiation, all that stuff's going to decrease the amount of collagen you're producing and break down the collagen you have. So that's why you see wrinkling, poor aging with, lack of collagen.
That makes sense. I haven't met somebody that smokes with nice, thick, plump skin.
Yeah.
Just like, wait, man, what are you doing? What's your secret?
Especially good.
Oh, I smoke cigarettes. I dip.
Yeah. Well, it's especially good when they're tanning, smoking a cigarette, and drinking a margarita. So you're hitting all 3 all at once. So, yeah, collagen's essential, and we both use it.
Yeah.
I put the essential aminos, and I use creatine every day. I make a jug, and that's where we're going with the supplement line we're kind of making, is to cover everything.
Yeah.
So you have the all-in-one. We don't have collagen in there, but it's not one of the essential things we thought.
But everything's in there. It helps make more collagen,
Yeah.
especially at the right doses.
Yes.
Too. What's going viral now about collagen?
My favorite collagen brands. So if you're new to my channel, hi, my name's Robert Love. I'm a neuroscientist. I specialize in helping people prevent Alzheimer's disease with science. And collagen can be a really powerful tool in anti-aging as well as reducing the risk of Alzheimer's disease. If you've seen the research, there's been a recent review showing that regular collagen supplementation improves skin quality, specifically improves skin hydration, it improves skin elasticity, and it it reduces wrinkles. So that's cool. And the younger you look, the younger you feel. So that can be really good. Number 2, there's research to show that collagen improves bone density and muscle density in women. That's really helpful. And it's really important to exercise to reduce the risk of Alzheimer's. So having healthier bones and having healthier muscles enables you to do more healthy exercise. So what brands do I take? So this is the one that I've been taking most frequently. This is Vital Proteins. I get this at Costco. I ordered this online. It was like $40. This is like $30 at Costco. So I bought a whole bunch of this. I've been taking this for maybe 6 months. I like the chocolate the best. This is the neutral flavor. This is all they had. And I'm trying a new kind. This is Orgain collagen peptides. I also got this from Costco. I haven't tried this out yet, so I can't tell you which one's better, but I'm testing these to see which one feels better in my body. And then someone just sent this to me. By the way, none of these are sponsors of the show. None of these are sponsors of my channel. I just got sent this one. This is Modere, and this one looks really promising. Look how nice it looks. I'm going to try this out and see how this feels as well.
So what do you think about that one?
Anytime somebody starts a video with, this person, like if I made a video and I was like, hey, I'm a plastic surgeon, it's like that would automatically like turn me off.
Used car salesman?
Yeah, I'm a used car salesman, which, hey, our dad was.
Yeah.
And we technically, I was actually for a brief period of time. Nothing wrong with that. You own up to it, but like, why do you have to, like, you don't give people your title right away?
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, which this guy sounds like he has.
He needs to kind of see a psychologist, but like,
no, not if he's making sales on TikTok videos.
I guess not.
There's some.
Well, more money, more problems, right? Maybe. Yeah. But like his whole like reason to take collagen to prevent Alzheimer's, with being, and like I said, like the studies he's reporting, like look at the studies, who's running them, and what they're using. He's just thrown out these brands that
I got to tell you I just not randomly, but like looking at like different things that we've like looked up for like what's actually good with longevity and like science of whatever, Science, Nature, New England Journal is. I really like the research behind processed red meats and dose dependent being highly correlative to Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
And it's not like your wholesome grass-fed like red meats. Yeah. It's specifically processed red meats. And
like
this
your
study
McDonald's
was just,
red meat.
Dude, it's hot dogs,
hamburgers,
like low-end stuff too. I mean, it's the cheaper goods, so they'll sell to a certain degree. It doesn't matter.
But do they have collagen in them?
Not if you supplement with that.
But you could pour that collagen powder on it, right?
You can pour the collagen powder on your face, actually.
So what if
you're free to pour it anywhere you want.
So what if they're making those meat patties with that collagen powder?
I'm just going to go to a nursing home and just sprinkle collagen powder on everybody's face.
Yeah. so their face looks younger, but like he's talking about Alzheimer's and like it just
preventing Alzheimer's. I would not take from a self-proclaimed neurobiologist. Yeah. Was he?
So, he's like, so your skin looks healthier, so you're going to think like you're younger. Your bones are going to be stronger. But, like, those studies,
No, your bones are always stronger if you forget how weak they were the day before.
Yeah, exactly. But like he's saying on a female study, that I think I know what studies he's talking about, and that was also industry run, and there's a lot of faults in that one too.
Faults and biases and confounding factors.
Like the things that like collagen does help is it does help with elasticity, does help with your skin being more plump and well hydrated. That stuff it does help with even with like building bone strength and muscle strength in the females.
So not to
because collagen's everywhere, so it's going to help out in different areas. The first video talking about hair growth and stuff, like it may help with the hair growth, but like hair is made of keratin. It's not actually collagen, so it's a little.
After watching that video and looking at my chest hair, I'm like, I might be taking in way too much collagen.
Yeah.
I'm about to.
Do you rub it on your chest?
No, I'm about to.
That might be when you're spilling the scoop on your chest.
Yeah. Just sprinkle it on my face, and some of it spills on my chest.
Yeah.
That's why the beard has to be shaved every day. But like, I was thinking of doing cornrows on the chest.
Yeah.
Just from my collagen excess.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, there hasn't been studies showing like collagen improves your hair growth or anything like that.
So what I want to know is like, is it better to take one of these collagen supplements or an amino acid complex?
Well, if it contains it matters. I don't know. A lot of the studies, the thing is, a lot of the studies also, like when you look at it, they're taking multiple different things, so it's not controlled.
Forget studies. Let's do a meta-analysis on TikTok stars.
Yeah. So if you're taking in the same amino acids that are in collagen, and it's going to help out your elastic, but like when you're taking the essential aminos, that's helping more your catecholamines, your hormones, and everything like that. So it's not going to help with your skin health as much.
Here's my theory: when you're taking the building blocks to make collagen or whatever type of protein that your body needs to make to just get by or be better, it's if you're deficient in one route, like, okay, this is better for your skin, this is better for like gut health, liver health. If you're deficient in any of them, because it's like mix and match, right? There's 20 amino acids. Your body grabs a bunch of them, makes a protein out of it, and like delivers it to a certain system. So it's almost like, all right, you can take those specific amino acids to make collagen.
Yeah.
However, if they're needed in a pathway for,
it's going to bind with something else.
It'll bind with something else, or your body kind of self-regulates.
Yeah.
So if you need more going to bone, like let's say 2 out of those 3 amino acids, go to that.
Yeah. But the whole thing is like, it's a supplement and it's an additive that you could take every day, just like a multivitamin, and like even multivitamins just recently proven, like they did a study and like showed to extend life. I got to go back to that study. It was just reported a few weeks ago. I couldn't get the full article.
I think it's probably biased a little bit because
it probably is, but you don't know which vitamins and they might be
not just that. If you're willing to take a vitamin every day, you're inherently more willing to take care of yourself than somebody that doesn't. Almost like health for like brushing your teeth.
But the multivitamin was in a controlled setting where they gave some people and some people placebo. But here's the thing.
Poor people.
Yeah.
Were they at the 7-Eleven? Stop?
With what you're trying to do with collagen and skincare, like, it's going to help. I think like supplementing, like when you're trying to heal stuff or when like we do microneedling or laser treatments. Mm-hmm. I think when you're doing those treatments to increase the collagen in your skin, it's probably helpful to have that so you're able to produce more.
So you're saying supplement definitely if you're doing any type of
I think it's helpful.
That makes a lot of sense actually.
And like doing appropriate skincare, and that's where you're going to see direct effect of the collagen, not actually putting the collagen on your skin, because that's not going to work because your body's not going to absorb that collagen. Yeah. It's, taking that so internally your body's making it, and it's had this trauma that it's going to produce more collagen. So it has the food to be able to,
correct. The building blocks the building blocks, like we always hear in like med school. Yeah. But the building blocks to have the appropriate response for the treatment you're getting. Yeah. So like get the appropriate things and supplement to really get the full effect of what whatever you're getting done is going to like benefit you.
So collagen's in everything. Like it's pretty much the scaffolding, or you could, if you got a wood framed house, it's the wood frame to the house. Type 1 and 3 are in like your bones, your 2 is in your cartilage, 3 is in your vessels. That's right. 3 is in the vessels.
I don't know that.
Yeah,
I used
in muscles.
I used to when I needed to know, but no.
3 is in muscles, tendons. I think 4 is in your vessels, endothelial lining. So they're building blocks in everything you have.
It's a nice connective tissue. Like even if like from what you're saying is like even in tissues that you don't think collagen is there, it's still there supporting the system, keeping things together.
Yeah, and like paying more for some of these supplements over others. It's collagen's usually pretty cheap peptide to be able to get. And then, there's different stories about like, marine collagen versus bovine collagen or cow collagen versus, pig collagen, which one's better and one's better than the other. There's no, I think there was one study that said like the marine collagens better for skin, but not for
from dolphin fins.
Yeah, from dolphin.
Really?
No, I don't know what they're from.
I was like, dolphin fins sound like a really good source of collagen.
But if you're eating vegan collagen, that's not true collagen. So
if you're eating vegan, you're not eating. Yeah. Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what that means. Like fish bones?
Well, yeah, it's from fish, so it could come. Yeah, probably from bones and stuff. So,
I think understudied thing is actual absorption.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of people take a lot of different supplements. Yeah. And from different brands, and it's clearly why we picking our brands the way we do. We think they have the best absorption. Yeah. But there's no like actual studies to like go off of like, okay, you know what? I'm taking this to benefit me this way and this way and this way.
But you could also like have genetic abnormalities where you're not absorbing it either too, or digesting it, right?
True. Or just like the microbiomes don't break things down the way they're supposed to. So I don't know. I'm still gonna take my supplements. I started like 4 months ago. I feel better every day. I sleep better, and also been exercising, so that helps out. But it's good to be able to like support the whole body while putting yourself through that strain.
Yeah, I think like especially when I started taking GLP-1s, when I didn't take collagen, and then I started the Thorne Skin Collagen, I think like I definitely noticed more plumpness in my skin, especially in my cheeks and face, where I felt like I was really getting hollowed out with taking the GLP-1s.
You don't look dead no more.
No.
Look at me, I'm woke.
Yeah. So, and the other thing is like, Thorne does a lot of the anti-aging and anti-inflammatory stuff, and
they have so much stuff out. It's hard to keep up with everything.
Yeah, but even that collagen plus, it has like MitoHeal, which is known to, it's like black currant, and it's known to and been shown in studies to improve skin and healing, and it has niacin or nicotinamide riboside, which is great anti-aging, and I think just cellular hydration is like a big point of this whole collagen.
That makes sense. But that actually is a good point, because that's like the osmotic pressure.
Yeah.
Correct? Like collagen, strong protein in a lot of different cells. And the osmotic pressure is concentration of protein to water. And if you have more protein, most cell membranes will get water to go through it to balance out that protein to water, balance.
Yeah.
I guess you would call it. And yeah, if you're properly hydrated with the proper amount of proteins, then that osmotic balance is optimal to like just make sure your body systems are in the right balance, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So actually eating, when they talk about, when I tell you can't take bone broth to improve collagen, but eating chicken cartilage, actually you absorb that and build
no
cartilage.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was one study on that.
Dude, I've been like ridiculed for the amount of chicken cartilage I eat off of each chicken wing.
Yeah, I think it's actually
no shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
yes.
You actually like get some benefits of that. I think it was type 2 collagen, like joint health. And
just
stuff.
like the caps at the end of the chicken bones, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I knew I was doing something right.
Because
people are like, oh, you're so unhealthy. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I might actually be
like
healthy.
The other thing with the bone broth is like how it's prepared and stuff too. Like, it makes a huge difference in like the nutrients and stuff you absorb.
How about with the nutrient labels, like Kettle and Fire with like 8 ounces getting you 20% of your protein?
I don't know.
Like, what do you think? It's a shit ton of sodium. It's like it's like 60% of your daily value of sodium.
Yeah, but you can't say 20% of your protein because that's
okay. 19 grams of protein.
Yeah, that's more like it because
it matters your body weight and like what you need.
So,
but really, chicken cartilage? Dude, I can't wait.
Yeah,
next time I get ridiculed for this.
Yeah,
you know how many times I've been harassed by multiple people like. Dude, that chicken.
You're gonna rape that chicken bone.
Like man, you must be hungry.
Yeah,
because you just strip that down to, to everything.
Best part of it, damn it.
Is it just us two?
I don't know.
There's got to be other people in the world that.
Well, the funny thing is, I was reading like the chicken. When they use the chicken for the cartilage. They use their breastbone, that big breast cartilage. They grind that down to create collagen.
I love that. It's like my favorite part of a chicken or turkey is like that little xiphoid process.
Yeah,
that stuff's great.
Yeah, we have it in our post-op protocol. We recommend patients take collagen. With the healing process because
and
overall it's going to keep
breasts,
them,
a couple turkey breasts.
Yeah,
it's like your xiphoid cartilage.
Yeah, because it's going to help out overall. It's going to help out your healing process and get you hydrated as well. So I think
a huge part.
I think it plays a huge part in just hydrating your cells. So
especially in a time of stress.
Yeah,
because after surgery, that is a high stress situation for your body.
And you don't get the blood flow to the appropriate areas because you have swelling in those areas that have been traumatized. So that swelling decreases the actual blood flow that you're getting to the area. So until that swelling comes down, you're not going to get as much blood flow because you're going to have all these inflammatory
get swelling because of inflammation is just a natural way of the body to heal.
Yeah,
it's like the initial
inflammatory
phase
process
of healing is your inflammatory process.
Yeah. We talked about hydrolyzed collagen. If you're gonna take collagen, make sure it's hydrolyzed, and if it's complex together with vitamin C, or eat an orange with your collagen protein,
pineapple juice,
collagen peptide coffee that you drink, or pour it into your orange juice. That could be a good combo to get it well absorbed.
So if I'm like chewing on
but your orange juice
I give my dogs,
yeah.
Before I do that, I should take some vitamin C tablets.
But if you're like French and you have like your cup of coffee, pour your collagen powder smoking a
Smoke
cigarette,
definitely.
and
While
drink your orange
wearing
juice.
the black and white striped shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably like dehydrating you from the caffeine. The sugar's doing you wrong. The smoking's doing you wrong.
But you save so much energy from not shaving your armpits.
Yeah.
We're going after the French market.
Shaving your armpits or using deodorant.
Or taking a shower.
Yeah.
Coming from a
It's
couple
only
of
needed
Iranians.
a couple
That's
times
bad.
a week is good.
Oh, there was that's a great segue. There's a study. It was like showering regularly is not good for you. It like decreases like your natural like body oils for your skin and stuff.
Yeah.
Which I totally agree with. But the other side of the argument's like, dude, you're not taking a shower to decrease or increase the body oils in your skin. You're just trying not to smell like shit.
Yeah. Well, that's what I always try to discuss with my wife, because she likes to give the kids, but she does it more for the routine. But no, I don't know. Does she do it for the routine, or she thinks they need to be spotless? Because I'm like, no, just let them get their own oil.
If that's the case, just dip them in bleach for like a few seconds.
Yeah.
Just
but like
by their
Ashton
foot.
Kutcher and what's her name? Mila Kusick
Selena Gomez.
got in trouble because they said they don't bathe their kids until they smell.
Dude,
And
Ashton
like,
Kutcher looks like he smells. Like I love his work.
Yeah.
But he looks like he smells.
Yeah. But I think kids are
I
fine.
personally agree with like not washing until they smell either. There's really no reason to like.
No, I ended up with all like skin issues like
I
going
still
through
have
my
them.
teenage years, because our mom used
was
to
like,
bathe
you
us
gotta
every
scrub
day,
that
and-
out. It's like,
scrub that out, and then
like, oh, maybe
friggin-
the flakes are because you're scratching my scalp so hard.
and then put all the
It's
lotion.
like, no, add more soap.
Put the
It
Diddy
wasn't
lotion.
It's
Diddy
soap.
oil.
It's just
Diddy
soap.
oil on it.
It's just soap drying everything out.
Yeah.
Like no hydration or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like it. I would take a mask if I was ever invited to go meet Ashton Kutcher. It's like, even his character in the '70s show, he definitely smells.
Yeah.
Like, I love what he does. I don't hate that he smells. So
It's all right.
yeah,
It's all right to smell.
it's easy coming from me.
Yeah.
So I'm just.
But your daughter kind of plays that. She doesn't want to shower.
yeah. She's starting to like showering just because, like, she's just like, oh, this feels nice.
Yeah.
But it's just like, no, I showered yesterday. It's like,
Yeah.
but did you?
I kind of feel bad for my kids, because I think our bath is kind of cold, and like, I try to get Shy to.
Oh, you got Shy doing cold plunges?
Well, he's pretty much doing cold. Like, we
3-year-old
don't fill the
cold
bath. We don't
plunges.
fill the bathtub. Like,
No, but
so
I
they're
just stick
there,
them in the
especially-
freezer for
Yeah.
like a couple minutes. Nothing crazy.
But he could come and take a steam shower, but he never wants to. He wants to go in the bathtub. But the bathtub, I think, is cold, but they're like in there. So, and it's not like Pam doesn't like them getting dirty, so it's not like there's warm water in the tub running. It's just empty. you know?
God.
So yeah. So I'm like,
This
"You
is
must
like,
be-" I wouldn't want to take that shower. I'm like,
This
"It'd be
is a
cold."
villain's origin story. It's
Yeah.
like this guy becomes Mr. Glass. I know exactly why. It's because of his baths.
Yeah.
Forced baths before you smell.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like agree with the baths when you smell.
Well, we grew up in Iran, and in Iran, you took showers every other day. You didn't do it every day.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like a daily routine.
And we were well off
Yeah.
too. So like
Yeah.
if it's actually a cost restraint, not just thinking Iran, like places like
Yeah.
India, China, if it's a cost restraint to not shower every day,
Yeah.
you're going to save that water for something.
Yeah.
So I went 2 years without using soap. Did I tell you that?
No. So you were just washing with water?
Water.
Or
There's no reason for soap There's nothing natural about soap. God in the Old Testament is like, thou shalt use Irish Springs to smell zesty fresh. Like that was never a thing. There's no way soap's like that good for you.
I don't know.
You're big on microbiomes.
Yeah.
Microbiomes on your skin is something. I don't have great skin, so that experiment
know,
didn't go great. Like it didn't help my skin issues.
The thing is, nowadays you kind of need that antibacterial. Like maybe in the early days you didn't, but like now, like people carry all this crap that you need to get off your skin.
I don't know. It
you
matters.
Think your skin's going to be able to fight that off?
It matters what kind of shady cats you're like hugging.
Dude,
and
we're
stuff.
Physicians, so it's a lot different.
Which is good. That gives us like a PowerPoint. Like our microbiome on our skin should be able to fight off everything because we've encountered everything at the hospital.
Yeah, that's why you need peptides to just like have a strong immune system. So no, you don't.
Dude, let your body rock it out. Like it's better than antibiotics. Like just I don't know. Yeah, but either way, I did. I hate to say it, but I did start using soap again. Sarah was just like so pissed off anytime I told people, just like, you can't just tell people you don't use soap anymore. I was like, oh no, I feel really strongly about this. Fuck soap. Like this is not. She's just like, okay. It's just like you just can't tell.
But you would put deodorant on?
Yeah.
So that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, it was all natural stuff. So that was kind of useless too. It's like Tom's from Maine.
Tom's from Maine.
It's like rubbing eucalyptus on my armpits. Yeah. I was actually better at manscaping then.
Yeah.
Because like if you get rid of the hair, you get rid of a lot of the smells.
Yeah.
But there was like 2 days in a row where I like actually smelled myself. Like just doing normal stuff. And I was like, I'm totally against the industrial soap complex, but I'm willing to use soap again.
So what are your thoughts of, like I started trying like the all natural like deodorants and stuff. There's a good one, but like then going all the way towards like where they have like paper, like packet, like the whole thing's like paper. Like they smell great, but
I just rub a gypsy on my armpit like once a week.
Like the things smell great, but I'm like, you have to push the thing up yourself. I'm like, what are we in the 80s? And like,
I know, but
it's saving on plastic. But I'm
dude,
like,
there's so much stuff out there. Even at Walgreens, where you don't expect all natural things, there's rows and rows of all natural stuff. So for me, because of my skin condition, I just go for something that my skin really does not react to. Yeah. So that's the route I take. Yeah. So I don't even care about the qualities as long as like covers up scent for like a little bit of time. Yeah. But it doesn't flare up my skin. That's what I go with.
I really like the Hume. Whole Foods carries it now. I bought it from like the Vori clothing shop, and then I was like, oh, this smells really good. And I ordered it online, and then I was like, oh, Walgreens carries it.
I can't believe, we used it too, like the ingredients in antiperspirants. Oh, yeah. Were really suffocating our sweat glands to be like, you know what? Sorry, guys. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. I'm going to go around town not sweating. Like with what? Aluminum, parabens. Like
I wonder how, because people talk about increased cancer. Like, how come we didn't see more people with like armpit
cancer? Yeah. No, but systemically, it's got to do something. Yeah. I don't know.
Does it lead to more breast cancer?
Dude,
I get afraid because I keep on putting my phone on my lap, and I'm like, I'm definitely going to get.
I thought you were saying about putting Gold Bond on your
No.
Balls.
No.
Yeah, dude, that's why I don't
No,
put
I'm more
anything
afraid
there.
of my phone.
I'm sorry,
like,
my balls are smelly as shit. Like, there's nothing chemical going close to there.
I never powdered my balls.
I didn't either.
Yeah. I was like, I just never understood it. Like one of my chief residents would walk out and he had like,
dude, you're just like, you're going to walk out looking like that? Like, there's evidence on the outside.
I
like,
know.
what are you doing? Like, you got a shit pit in your crotch.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, that's what you do to kids. I'm like, what the hell are you doing to yourself?
The stuff educated people do.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. I'll never forget it. We were like, he always had powder down there. I was like, what? Like walking around the hospital
dude,
with powder.
It's floating around you. Like,
yeah.
What's his name from the Peanuts? Pigpen. It's like, dude, you're the Pigpen of baby powder. Like, stop that shit. Like, we don't need to be inhaling that. Replace it with collagen powder.
Yeah, collagen powder. That'll topically grow skin elasticity.
Collagen powder to gold bot.
Gold.
So I sent you that article about the working out. Keep it at least 4 hours before your bedtime.
Yeah.
What do you think? You didn't read the paper.
No, I did.
Nice.
I was actually I'm like right on the edge because I get home and I'm like, I got to work out.
Really? I never work out at home. I mean, after I get home, I work out in the morning.
I used to do it in the morning, but like my son sleeps in my room and all my workout equipment's there. So, especially now when I get home, I bought him his own little bench and little bike. So when I get home, he's usually like, "Hey, Daddy, let's go work out." You know, or if I'm home early in the morning, I'll work out in the morning. But most of the time, it's like, you know, I got to be at the hospital by 7:30. So, so I'll get the workout in at nighttime. But I try to do it at like 6 o'clock. So,
and what time do you go to bed? 10?
Usually 9, 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't found it to affect my sleep. When I was younger, that's the only time I worked out. Like when I was in plastic surgery residency, I could, and that's why it made it tough for me when I moved here to get into CrossFit, because I used to work out at 9 p.m. That was my CrossFit class that I used to make. And in Arizona, there's no 9 p.m. CrossFit classes. They were all like ending at 6, 7. So it made it tough to work out at that time. No, I like working out first thing in the morning. I think that's like the ideal situation. And that's when I know I'm not going to work out in the afternoon. I'll just do the resistance bands and the bike in the morning. Or I'll try to get the bike in at least in the morning, and then at nighttime just do the, tonal resistance training. I think it does affect, because it increases your heart rate, and you want to kind of calm all that down before going to bed. But my routine's usually, when my son goes to bed, I lay on my red light mat for at least half an hour, 45 minutes, and that thing makes me sweat it out. And I think that routine kind of gets me into that deeper sleep phase.
Well, the red light is almost, the red light or the red light sauna?
No, I'm on a red light mat that has near and far infrared lights, and then it also has PEMF in it, and it's a grounding mat. So it has it's like a 6-in-1, but I don't use the TENS unit on it. I did at the beginning for my lower back, but now I don't use it. And I think that's made a huge difference in like inflammation, my back pain and everything. And I think that's something that I'm going to bring on with like post-op care, like the patients.
Oh, for like $300 a night, I can come by, throw some chicken bones out.
Yeah.
And be your shaman.
Yeah.
Your witch doctor.
You can eat chicken
sleep
bones
you get after that.
You can eat the chicken bones on
for the collagen.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the study showed that exercise greater than 4 hours from sleep time.
Less than 4 hours from sleep.
No, more than 4 hours. Oh, less than 4 hours reduce sleep quality.
Yeah, sleep quality.
And this by the wearables that brand you're wearing right now.
Yeah.
Which is awesome to see, because like the coolest part about this, I know I'm like nerding out on data. I was just like, oh man, they starting off with 1.3 million subjects.
Yeah.
Like that is cool. Like that like amount of data, like you can't like, and I'm like very hopeful for like what these wearable data is going to show in the long run. But like, I was just like, oh, that's awesome to start with.
They just got to get better batteries for your phone with all the hookups I got to Bluetooth to my phone. Like it runs out. I got to charge it fully like 3 times a day.
You got to just plug your head in like the Matrix once a night. You'll be fine. Yeah. But the things that I saw, there wasn't that much of a difference between 4 to 8 hours.
Yeah.
And it also went by intensity of workout, where I think intensity of workout went by, I'm pretty sure it went by heart rate.
Yeah.
So like if your heart rate hits 180,
yeah,
even if you're working out just as hard as somebody that's really fit, that their heart rate went up to 120, your workout is going out as way more intense. Yeah. And that kind of shows, because like those graphs they showed, the ones hitting max intensity, no matter which time length it was, it might not be statistically different, but like if you look at the charts, it's like max intensity is always worse than medium intensity versus low intensity. And I think that plays a stronger part, where like if you work out regularly, it doesn't matter what time you work out. Yeah. I probably wouldn't work out within 2 hours of going to sleep. Yeah. But like, 4 hours seems ideal at the most. Yeah. But that was my takeaway. I don't know what you thought about that.
Just like, there's more and more studies and like a lot of things like where you don't need to be at these high intensity levels. You know, it's not good for your overall health, as long as, and like more and more things are shown to be like, if you're not active and moving all day long and being sedentary, you need these like high activities to kind of try to make up for being inactive for the rest of the day. But I think overall you just need like low source of activity.
Just regular. Yeah. There were studies before that showed that like low intensity exercise.
What's it, zone B?
Low intensity just correlates more with compliance. Yeah. So like if you go and like just run your ass off and you hit like zone 5 or 6 or whatever the hell it is, like max heart rate, the likelihood you're going to return to do that exercise again the next day, the day after is lower and lower. Where like, just get your heart pumping and do it regularly. Like do it once a day, not like, even if it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and then potentially like just go from 10 minutes to 20 minutes, whether it's a bike ride on a treadmill, even if it's walking. And then at that 20-minute mark, it's just trying to come up with, you're not going to be Mr. Olympia doing this. Yeah. But like you build up to 20 minutes and then do intervals at that 20 minutes. So like warm up for 3 to 5 minutes, and then 1 minute go really hard, 1 minute cool down, 1 minute hard, and then you reduce that interval time. Yeah. I think that would be a really reasonable way for people to get like in really good like cardiac fitness.
Yeah. Your VO2 max, increase your VO2 max.
Yeah, exactly. But
yeah, that's, like even I use the Carol bike, which, you do 2 20-second sprints in 8 minutes, and you do that 2 or 3 times a week, and that's better than running every day for an hour. Yeah. So, you're just pushing to a certain level only for, and that just builds up your resistance and goes down. That's AI generated. Yeah. I think, there's different complexities and like different people's bodies respond differently to different stressors.
Is HRV higher for females? It's heart rate variance.
I think I don't know. I thought it would be lower because they're higher stress, so it's supposed to be higher. It's going to be better for you. I'm not.
What's a typical HRV for you on
for
the
me?
8 sleep? Yeah,
horrible.
20.
It's improved like 30, 45 because.
Oh, really? That's really good.
Before the
mine's like 16 to 20.
Before the 8 sleep, I was like. I was like 15 to 20, and that's with my Whoop. But like,
well, that study we were talking about was
Whoop,
from
my Aura Ring, actually.
But that previous study we were talking about was from
with the Whoop. Yeah. But it improved. Like I thought, last week I tried to set the temperatures colder because I saw like, the first week I got it. And I had it on colder settings. Like my heart rate was like in the 60s, and my HRVs were going 60s, 70s.
Nice.
But now it's like it's not that. It's like 65 to 70, which it's still lower than what it used to be. Like my resting was always 70 and above. But I don't know if that's more me working out more, or
either
more
way,
consistently.
It's a good goal to have to.
Well, I'm doing the tonal workouts versus my 20-minute bursts of workouts I was doing before. Whether it's that or what if it's the 8 sleep that, but like my HRV's definitely improved. Since
mine kind of sucks.
Sleep,
I'm just trying to compare it to like what Sarah gets because.
What does she get?
Dude, she's.
Because you're supposed to be at 80 to 120.
Really?
Like, yeah, that's going to be healthy.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because my resting heart rate's in the 70s. I'm lucky to get in the 60s some nights.
Yeah.
And my HRV's like 20.
Yeah.
And one morning I got up, I was like, wow, look at this good night of rest.
Yeah.
I was like, resting heart rate like 55.
Yeah.
HRV's like 70.
Yeah.
And Sarah's complaining to me about how bad her sleep was. I was accidentally under her side of the bed for the data. So I'm like, no, mine's actually resting heart rate of 75, HRV of 20.
Yeah.
I'm not at like resting heart rate of 55.
Yeah, I don't like. I thought the females would have higher HRVs. I'm not or lower HRVs, but I'm not definite.
Okay, no, I was just asking.
Like Pam's heart rate's like in the 50s too. Yeah. The female heart rate's like, I don't know. Well, Pam's younger than me, so I said that's what it was.
Well, I got a theory when it's the blood is that cold, it doesn't need to be pumped as fast.
But it's also like you got to think muscle mass, right? Like lower muscle mass.
Sarah probably has about similar muscle mass as me.
Well, you got to put her on the in-body and see who has more skeletal muscle mass.
I actually probably have more than her, but I weigh like 40 pounds more than her. So, I've stacked the odds against me. All right.
We got to just get you on testosterone. Then you'll get better sleep. Your HRV will improve.
Oh, we're gonna do it.
Build more muscle.
Gonna test out the T. Gonna test out the testosterone, growth hormone releasing peptides. Gonna test out GLP-1s.
Yeah.
And I got before pictures, so the after picture is gonna come.
Yeah.
Seriously, there's a huge difference compared to because I started this in January, where it was just I haven't been phenomenal with my diet, but I've definitely improved my diet big time. But I've exercised regularly. Yeah. And that's 3 to 5 times a week.
Exercise in itself definitely changes the skin tone. I think.
Oh,
makes you younger, more elasticity, and all that. I feel like it's definitely made an improvement.
I think so. It definitely improves blood flow and lymphatic flow through your subcutaneous tissue in your skin. Yeah. The more you move. You
know what's an impressive peptide that doesn't get talked about much, but Pam just started taking it because we're thinking of going through IVF again, and it's, she's just trying.
Oh yeah, you can't wait for that.
It's about some of the stuff I talk about, but like epithalon, she started taking epithalon. She actually she had such great sleep, deep. She's like, I've never slept like this in my life. That she injected her mom 2 nights later. She's like, you got to do this because her mom's got a lot of anxiety and she doesn't want to go to sleep. So epithalon is a pineal gland peptide, and it's known to like regulate your circadian rhythm and like your hormonal balances and stuff. So, she's been nicer to me, gets better sleep. So I think overall, other than our 15-month-old crying in the middle of the night, I think, I think it's definitely a good like stabilizer. And on top of it, like the Russian studies on this stuff is crazy because they did studies 10 days of injections twice a year for 2 years and decreased mortality rate by 20%. Because it increases your telomerase length, and it's great anti-aging. And a lot of it has to do with regulating your circadian rhythm where you're re-releasing the melatonin to go to sleep and stay asleep.
Yeah, so the like comes back to like how strong like sleep is for like your longevity.
Yeah, like sleep is, before like this whole like biohacking thing and stuff, I remember like listening to Dave Asprey, and he's like, I'll sleep when I die. And he used to say like, you only need 3, when he was selling the bulletproof coffee, he's like, you only need 3 to 5 hours of sleep. You don't need more than that. And now it's a total, like everyone talks about sleep and how important, and you're supposed to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. I don't get anywhere close to 9, but like I usually range between 6 and 7.
Yeah. Try to get 7. That's always the, like, get to bed by 9:30, wake up by 5:30.
I could usually go to bed by 8, but like then I usually wake up in the middle of the night and I can't go back to sleep. It's
not even middle of the night. Sometimes I wake up at like
at 10, 11 o'clock at night.
Or like, 1 a.m. 1 a.m. is the worst time to get up and not be able to fall asleep.
Yeah.
Just like.
Yeah. At the beginning with the 8 sleep, like I'm like, I got to get it back to those settings because like I was sleeping past 7 and I'm like, I didn't know how I was sleeping because right now I wake up at 5 o'clock every, like 5:30. So like my body clock just wakes me up no matter what the age.
Yeah, same here. I wake up before my 5:30 alarm.
Yeah. Maybe I should move the clock back up to 9:30, the alarm clock on there.
Just don't be afraid to heat it back up by 1 and just see how your body responds to it.
Yeah, no, I heated it back up and I've creeped up on the temps to kind of see how much. But like Arizona weather's been nuts too.
Yeah.
It's like just been cold one night, hot one night.
We went through like a hot spree. Sarah's like, oh no, it's going to be hot for the rest of the year. I'm like, chances probably not. But if it does happen, I'm like,
when we hit May, that's likely. But in April, it's still like questionable.
Oh yeah, in March when it's like 80s, 90s degrees, like that's when she was starting to flip out. Like this is too hot. I'm like, better than too cold.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
That's it.
That's a wrap.